I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. The young brother always working, hungry for more ascension, attention, ascension.
All right, what is good? What is happening? Welcome back to Unplugged. This is episode 5 of season 2. I am on the line with one of the artists I respect, one of the artists that I think is a really dope, versatile artist. The one, the only Xtatic. Is it Xtatic or is it static? Like how do you want guys to pronounce
It's
that?
ecstatic. I hate it when people say static, but ecstatic or just X. I don't know why people just struggle with the name when they can just call me X.
Yeah, that's true. So X, talk to me about like I can go back into your journey a little bit because I'm one of the guys who's been following you since the prep track. I can remember like watching the beat
Yeah.
and the prep track comes on and it was something it was really something I hadn't heard on that station before because normally it would play like Kapuka and all those other jams, but prep track came on and I was interested. It caught my interest. So like what do you remember the process of like you making that? Like what was it like?
Of making the prep track?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think it was just we decided that was Mushkin King. Was just like I think you just need a track that's just gonna that we can shoot something simple for a track that's just gonna introduce you to people. And so we met with Provoke and we discussed about having that particular track and he made it. I think he made it on spot. I'm not sure if he made it on spot, but I could swear he did. And I recorded, or maybe he just slid in like a track like this is what I've made, like a skeleton of it. And I wrote and we recorded, and then the next thing was that we shot the thing. We asked for a couple of people who skater people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and then we got the video done. And then after that, we just decided to reach out to people to, like tag people. It wasn't like a whole process around it. It was just tagging people, and then I guess when people hear different, I guess they're gonna talk about it because I remember when we tagged. I don't know if we did. We just tagged a couple of people, and we got retweets, and then Kidogo. I saw Chris Kirugi tweeting about it, and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Sony headphones was that planned or that was just like? Yeah.
Oh, damn! No, man. I think I've gotten that question twice, or and I forgot about it. I can't even remember what headphones they were. I didn't know, but it was never planned. I don't even. It's, like that's how bad it is. Like I can't even remember what type of headphones I had.
I think if I remember correctly, it was the Sony headphones.
Yeah. Okay. So it was never planned. Those were they were just lying around the house. So yeah.
All right. So how did the Sony deal come about?
No, I just got a call, like just any other random call on my birthday, and they, told me their interest. Actually, Rockstar 5000 told me their interest, and that was it. The rest was history. Yeah.
Do you look back? Do you look back on that like you could have maybe been independent a bit longer, or you were just ready to like
Probably.
take a step up?
I think, yeah. So that's a very valid question. I probably think I should have been independent longer before, getting approached. But I rather get my lessons when I did, because when you're coming up, at least you get to get introduced to a new scope of things and working in I feel like maybe my music would have not been the same if I waited. I feel like maybe I would have ventured into being, into commercial life. But, many things could have happened. So yes and no, like yes to the fact that, people just immediately, I put up my first song and they heard Talent. And then, and the fact that I would have done more basically. But, what I'm feeling is that maybe I would have just been beaten down to a point because it's the hip hop industry here is not forgiving. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you can spend your time. I've seen many females come and go and drop out of music, and the way I know myself, I probably would have dropped out easily because I wasn't. I was just fixated on filling a gap, and if I felt like it was enough, I would just pull out. So getting that international like attention and even being put on that kind of a platform really raised the bar for me, really raised how people saw my music. Not that I didn't view my music as higher up there, but it really did bring me to a platform where I always would think I must do better. Whatever that I do, I must do better because I have all eyes on me. So yes and no. It's
All
a
right.
balance.
It is a balance because you're actually right about that. Like this, especially the Kenyan industry, it's not forgiving to anyone. It's either you be consistent, you have quality in your content, or you're just not going to be a part of it.
Word.
All right, so I was having this debate with Shukid another day on our podcast, and I don't know. Like I personally, I think I maybe must have stopped following for a while. But did you release any music, like any projects under the Sony deal, the Rockstar deal?
No, I never did. Not when I was there. They just decided to release it later on after the deal was already done. I think because maybe they didn't want to get in trouble. I don't know. Like I would never know why they decided to release it like later onwards, like after everything. I feel like they even pulled down the videos that had views just to put on this one. I don't know. I guess maybe someone had to account for why they signed, because they're also part of a huge label and they had to account for why you signed an artist and we're not seeing any projects out, it's only this. So I would never know. So they released it. I was not a fan by then. It was music that I had done when I was like 20,
Yeah.
around there. So I feel like I outgrew it to a point where, I'm not even trying to slander it or anything, or, I'm just like, on me myself, I
Yeah.
grew out of that content. So when it was shared in 2017, I feel I wasn't the same girl. So me listening to it, I was just like, I would redo everything that I did. I would definitely redo everything that I did because I feel like I also did them with a lot of pressure, maybe pressure exerted on myself
Yeah.
because of thinking, oh my goodness, I should appeal to the label, I should appeal to people and everything because they gave me freedom. So it's just that I probably was just feeling that pressure to appeal to everybody that even my content there. I'm just like, this feels like a people pleasing, trying to really light pseudo intellectual stuff, like it's not who I am, it's not what I'm aware of right now. I wouldn't fight the same content. I probably would upgrade it, use
Yeah.
better words, use meaningful sense things that make sense actually.
And
Yeah.
this was the Let Me Explain project.
No. This was the Let Me Explain project. It was a mixtape. I'm the one
Ah,
who
all right.
released that.
All right.
I released that, yeah, under a management or a person I'd been working with, who's a
Yeah.
dear friend of mine called Kobe.
Yeah.
So we released it to that, but it was not Let Me Explain project. This one was titled Unrehearsed.
Mm.
I probably gave them that title. I can't remember, but yeah, they titled it Unrehearsed, possibly because they felt maybe what I was trying to say about the content, and this was probably unrehearsed kind of content. So anyway, they put it out.
All right, let's switch gears to before we get to social experiment. Let's switch gears to who do you listen to on the daily? Like when you're not working, like who do you
Everybody.
listen to?
Let me tell you, now that's a problem question with me. I get a lot. I'm just like, don't ask me that question. Or
Is
if
it
you do,
that
just
broad?
yeah, it's that broad. Like I do not even have a person who I iconize. Like I iconize. I could say I like J. Cole more than J. Cole, Kendrick, Boogie. Like
Yeah.
I'd start with J. Cole, and then I'd be like, no, but Kendrick, but no, but Boogie, but no, but
Wow.
yeah, like it's a whole lot of people influences, and it's because I I just tend to listen to people for a particular reason, and then I'm done. And then I'm done. So that's how I view it. Like it's a broad listen for me. So there's nobody who's like consistently in my playlist. So somebody might come, then they go, then this time I'm into neo soul, then I listen to the album for like 10 times, or throughout the entire year I'm just like, this is the best album. And when people look at it, they're just like, and sorry.
Yeah.
And when people look at it, they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, she's talking about the internet. Isn't this like an alternative kind of group? We would expect her to listen. Then, you find Sir, then you find Lucky Day. Like, I listen to quite a lot of people. So, yeah.
You're the first person actually I've interviewed who's said that, because a lot of people tend to maybe be genre specific, like listen to hip hop or
Mm-hmm.
listen to R&B or listen to
Yeah.
like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So this makes the next question then maybe more difficult for you. Top five.
Mm. None. I would never. I don't even know how to put people in my top anything, because I feel people differently. I don't really like,
Okay, okay, how about this?
yeah.
How about this? Top five rap and top five
People
R&B.
I've listened to. It's not, sheesh, and it's not even that. It's just that I feel like I categorize people differently, so I never have a top anything. It's like I got what I got from this person, so it's
Oh,
just,
what do you
oh
what do you
man,
what do you what do you?
but
Yeah,
off
sorry.
the top of my mind,
Yeah.
I'd probably be like, and also the thing is, I also can't generalize them, because
Mhm.
some people are realist, like lyricists to me. Some
Yeah.
people are more punchline. Some people are more like a combination of all that. But if I would say people who have known the right balance to combine all of that, like to be both commercial and, you know, you can see them, like you can see them everywhere. Like where you put them, they'll
Yeah.
just be there. It's possibly J. Cole, Kendrick,
Yeah.
Jack Hill. Like I don't know if you know Kill, but he's quite a
No, no,
dope
no, no.
guy.
I wanted to actually listen to a project of his. So
Yeah, please do. Like he's a person who you can see he has that balance on deck. Um, what else? Who else? Boogie.
mhm.
Uh, sheesh. Like now I'm just spoiled for choice. I'm just like they're Joyner Lucas. Sheesh. Governor B. Like, ah man. You see now I'm like in the UK. There's also these
Yeah,
other
yeah. I
people.
can tell. I can tell.
Oh man, it's so bad. There's also the Aces, the Shoe Kids,
Yeah.
all of those people. So I'm just, yeah, I'm never that person to ask for a top anything. That's why I've never like really, I do a yearly thing. Like
Mhm.
this year, I can say my top lyricists or artists who I've listened to the most are this. But I'm not gonna be like all time.
All right, then let's do
Yeah.
2019.
Oh, 2019. Who came through? Kill. Jack Hill would definitely be there.
Mhm.
Who else? Who else came through? Jid. Jid
Mhm.
came through. What's this girl? Rhapsody
Mhm.
definitely killed it. Um, who was I listening to? 'Cause I'm trying to like really look into my playlist. And Sir, I don't Sir. Yeah, Sir got the project last year. Then was
Mhm.
it this year? No, I
No,
think it
no.
was last year.
His project was last year.
Yeah, Lucky Day was definitely in my like rotation.
Yeah.
Valerie actually came to Valerie. came through, came through. So I'm just gonna have like a top 10. So, and then Xenia definitely. So mine is mixed. Like everybody who really came through for me last year, who I listened to. There are those people, and who else? Yeah, who else? I don't know if Pretty Ugly released this project of his this year or last year. If he did, because it's quite a dope project, and I was just like on it. And I loved it. Yeah, it was a 2019 project, so he's gonna definitely be up there. Who else? Yeah,
You listen
I feel like I've named 8.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I really do listen to a lot. I'd even put like Roddy in there, Roddy, but I'm sure he's in everybody's list, so I'm not trying to. And it's not like a bad thing to always have like a list that looks alike, but I'm just like, yeah, he's been named. I want people who are not named, like people who I know came through and were not named. Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned Valerie
Mac
and
Miller, man. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
definitely rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Yes. And even the Revenge of the Dreamers, ROTD just came through for me. Like I kept on going back to that album, and Ari and all those people, man.
All right.
But yeah.
Speaking of Zini and Valerie, like those are some of the friendships like I've paid attention to, like how you guys interact with each other. Did you guys was this a friendship born out of music, or was this like outside of it?
Yes. Yeah. So this was definitely a friendship that started with music, because first of all, I got to know Xenia like mid last year.
Yeah.
When I had heard her music like somewhere in the first half of the year, and then I reached out to Tom because I couldn't get over the fact that I had bars for the NBA. And I was just like, Tom, please connect me to this girl, because damn, she's dope, and I'd love to do a remix for her for this song. In fact, I'm not even gonna push it on her. I'm just gonna do it, and she can decide if she likes it or not. And then, she was quite receptive. She's just like, yeah, sure. She sent me stuff, and I recorded it, and I took it back, and they loved it. And that was the beginning of like this friendship. And then after her, of course, now I knew Valerie, but we'd never interacted. So we started interacting with her too, and it was like really, 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 really dope. And nowadays we're just like really close.
All right. Who among the two would you do a joint project with?
Xenia, definitely. And it's because not because we've not spoken of doing. In fact, it's not because we've not spoken of doing a project, the three of us. In fact, my answer would have just been both of them, like at the same time, like do a joint project with three. Why do people think that three people can do a project? Like, yeah, people can do projects. So my answer would definitely be do a joint project with all two of them, because they bring different elements. Because even the way I rap and the way Valerie raps is so different. So people can't put us in a box, and all of us sing. And, Xenia kind of also raps.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a cool vibe with them. Like, we started, in fact, what happened was we started speaking of a joint project with Xenia first. And then I was just like, man, wouldn't it be cool if the two of us did a joint project? But that takes a lot of time. So I was just like, we're gonna do like one very dope song together. Yeah, but I definitely take them both up on like a joint project, like all three of us.
All right, cool. Okay, so besides them, have you thought of any other collabs you would like to do, like singles?
I haven't really. Like, I think the one that pops into my mind is probably Shinsky. Like, but it's not like a necessity. Like, it's not like that is mostly
no.
Bars.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a necessity, but that would sound dope.
I know, right? Like, it would just be so different because I feel like the person that most male rappers, even AKA, and I felt this with
Yeah.
AKA,
Yeah.
I'm always like, all these male rappers would pick a male rapper before they picked me. But what would happen if they actually picked me to do a song? You know, like, because it's always like, oh, they go hard, and if you feel like if you want to be in a song with a female, you have to dumb it down. Of course, everybody know if you doing a song with me, you don't gotta dumb it down. I hold my own. I believe I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely him. I don't have other people in. I would say Ace, but Ace, we've always had a project going on. We just need to, like Ace. I love Ace, and I feel like we need to sync. Like the project that we need to do, we need to sync two different. As much as we are rappers, I've always felt like we are in two different worlds. Like we are, and we need to have a way that we can sync both of our worlds to have a very, very, very dope project.
I'd love to see you get him to try and sing.
I will.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
sings anyways. He can sing. He can sing.
He can sing, but I
So,
need someone to bring it out of him. All right. So have you thought about your role, like in the future? Have you thought ahead of what you would like to do? Like if you decided, all right, I'm done being active in music. Like I want to still do something behind the scenes. Have you thought about that?
yeah, I've definitely thought about that, and it's production, DJing, and production. I definitely want to venture in that. I definitely continue being a songwriter. I definitely want to. What is it? I definitely want to. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But those two basically production,
Yeah.
songwriter, and what is it? DJ.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the mixtape, the one that you released.
Uh-huh.
Social Experiment.
Mm-hmm.
10 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
Mm-hmm.
of replay value, honestly. If I could actually go back and listen to that over and over.
Yes. Sorry.
So
Sorry. Repeat that. Sorry if you're hearing a lot of noise on my part.
nah,
Yeah.
it's all cool. So I was saying like Social Experiment has a lot of replay value, I believe, in my opinion.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Like I know it was last minute because you even confessed that it was last minute. So how long did it take you to record those things? Was it just a couple of days? Or had you like written prior, or you were looking for beats prior?
No, it was like a couple of days. No, I hadn't. The only things that I had written prior were the songs that I covered,
Yeah.
but some of them I had to add like an extra verse.
Yeah.
And because I had to do that, I still had to write. And yes, I executed it in like 4 days because I announced it in 16th April. No, I announced it in 15th, around 15th, 16th April.
Yeah.
It means that I probably had like a few days to get it done. So I hadn't done anything. So I still had to re-record many of them. I think it's all of them. I had to re-record all of them. So I had to get it done. Like I had to be doing like three songs in like 3 days. And then, you have to repeat, you have to redo if they don't like it. Because it was, the experience of me recording myself was also tricky.
Yeah.
And they had to send me back and be like, oh yeah, you need to redo this first, or you need to redo all whatever, because we could hear this, because there were so many complications, but we kind of got it done. Yeah.
Fam, do you know how much of a, like, you threw me off such a loop when I heard Not Today, like with the Dre sample? Like I
Oh,
was so happy. For some reason I was just
oh
so
man,
happy.
thank you.
And then
Thank you
also
so much.
Moment and Usibadilike. I think
Yeah,
Badilike
yeah.
definitely, guys are gonna, that's gonna be an R&B
Thank you so
tune
much.
for a while.
Yeah, thank you.
So like, talk to me about it. Like, how do you feel about it? How's been the feedback so far? Like, besides me.
It's good. Let me tell you, it's good. Like for nobody's criticizing any track. Like it literally has a track for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about it, just that it's serving people the way I wanted to serve people. The way that I can choose a song in there and send to my family group or my neighbors who don't know that I actually am an artist.
Yeah.
So I can choose a song and then send them like, whoa, we love this. And I can choose a song to, I can have that lo-fi kind of stuff, sad,
Yeah.
sad boy hours kind of content. I can throw it
Oh,
in there as
Moment
a
was sad boy
showcase.
hours. Moment was sad boy
Hey
hours.
man, like it's been hitting people. Like when they listen to it at 1 a.m., they're like, no, we gotta replay this as I cry for 1 hour. Yeah, that and here we go again. So yeah, so people have just really been, served basically with what they would like at a particular time of day. The first three songs were so hype. You want to clean up, you want to like get all in there, and
Yeah.
you want to fight a dog or something. Yeah, you just have the first three tracks to do that, and then it goes down to you want to talk to your partner about some
Yeah.
you want to reconnect with somebody. Yeah, so I it definitely served her. So I'm feeling good, and the feedback has been good as well. And didn't promote it as much as I could because of just taking care of myself and just a
Yeah.
lot of things
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
But that was never the aim. The aim was not to make it, because most people feel like when you have a project out, oh, why is it not famous? It's like no, 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 no. That was never the aim. I'm working
Yeah.
solo, so I just wanted to have a project out there that can overshadow the content that's there, that had been posted by my previous
Yeah.
label
Yeah.
or previous content by myself, because I would like people to see the growth, because I would like people not to judge me by the content that I had in 2015 or
Yeah.
2012, because I'm
Yeah.
not the same person. Each year we have growth, and I would like to see people see that she's grown to this level. There's a level that she grows every year, so that you're not receiving her, you're not perceiving her a
Yeah.
particular, because something can make people perceive you as, oh, you're only this. It's like, no, 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 no. I came to show you, to showcase my diversity. I came to showcase my singing. Most people
Yeah.
didn't know that. Like people think I sing. Like, yeah, she sings, but does she sing? Like now it's more like, oh, she sing. Like sing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because I started off as a singer before I was a rapper.
Yeah.
So that's the show. Like it really pretty much was just a way that I can showcase. And now when I'm putting it out, so when I'm directing somebody to, oh yeah, you do music, yeah, I do this, because most
Yeah.
of the time, what I've had to do was send people unreleased songs so that they can understand where I'm at.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, no, now I don't have to send them unreleased songs, because first of all, I have Tattoo. I have the Tattoo EP, which we
Mm-hmm.
haven't spoken about, but it's still, I'm just gonna throw it in there. I have the Tattoo EP, which I released in September, and it showcased a lot of growth. And I talked about where I'm mentally at, and I talked about my thoughts, and I talked
Nah,
about not to.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
yeah.
post that
So
link
we,
actually, because Tattoo was also another great teaser.
yeah. Yes, exactly. So we have that. Now I'm combining all of that. And now people can get to hear me from Tattoo. And now they're hearing me just teeing up or just, upgrading this music that I've had for like 6 years even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I getting the feedback that, I can relate to this. I'm satisfied. Like I don't even need a lot of people just to be all up in it. It's just like, if one person, I'm telling you, if one person, if I recommend you to listen to this, I promise you, you're gonna like it. Like that's what my aim was. It's just like, I want you to listen to this at 1 a.m. when nobody's just like all in your business.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much.
All right, X. I appreciate you for doing this. I know,
Yeah.
circumstances happen and stuff happens, but I'm glad you're okay personally, because I remember when you were supposed to initially release the project, but then you had to push it back for personal
Yeah.
reasons. And I'm sure a
Hmm.
lot of people reached out to you. I'm sure it wasn't just me. So We appreciate you, by the way. And just as a
Thank
plug,
you.
we're if I think people are going to listen to this maybe next week, and we're going to talk about you on the podcast. We're going to give you your damn flowers, and we are just going to rock to the projects that you've given us so far. So thank you for doing this. I hope to meet you soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know it's hard to, someone just reaches out of the blue and says, oh, I want to talk to you about this and this and this. So I appreciate it.
No, it's actually not hard. It's just the period, like this period, at this time where people think that, you have all this free time, even like you.
Yeah.
Like people think, oh yeah, you must have all this free time. But then you find yourself catering to yourself that you do not have this free time, like making time for those things that you probably don't make time for. I feel like now it's gotten us there where, like we are really looking into, we're not even on social media as we thought we would be, like you get bored, you're just on social media. So I feel like, is this really a time to reflect and cater for these small things, the passions, our mental health, and all of that. So I really appreciate for you putting me on.
All right. To everyone listening, make sure you go check out Social Experiment. It is out on YouTube. Other DSPs soon?
Oh, I didn't hear that. No, I don't think I'm going to put them because many of them, when you put them on, especially the popular ones, there is monetary gain. And so most of them are just covers. So you'll find an instrumental that, of course I can't clear at this time. And some of the instrumentals I was given free for nonprofit. And basically that.
All right.
These are not cleared projects, some of them.
It's all good. As long as people go listen to it. Social Experiment is out on YouTube.
SoundCloud.
Yeah. And make sure you go check out the Tattoo EP as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, so YouTube, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, go check out the Tattoo EP as well. And subscribe to the official Xtatic on YouTube. So to everyone listening, thank you so much for listening.
Xtatic, thank you.
Xtatic, oh my God, the official Xtatic. So thank you so much for doing this. I hope to talk to you again soon.
You're welcome. Yeah, sure, no problem, definitely. Thank you for having me.
All right, sure thing, X. And until next time, guys, this is Unplugged, a show where I talk to artists about their journeys. Till next time, peace.
I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. The young brother always works.